Hmm. Hi everyone, it's Leanne here, and welcome to Two Little Puzzle Piece channel. So of course one of the little puzzle pieces is home today with the flu, so he's just chilling out to TV time. So pretty much today's video is to talk about something that I've followed for a long time, and that is the Octopus watch by Joy. So here's the outside of the box, on the back, and everything. I've currently got an unboxing video on this channel as well of me physically unboxing the watch, but I just got home from work and doing it at night time, so it's not a fantastic video, but I did it and showing the watch to Michael, and Michael is the son that I bought the watch for. He's just a bit like confused. He's just like, what is this? And that's what I'm here to talk about, is just my opinion on the watch and why I got it. I got the watch and why I needed the watch. So this channel, if you follow it, if you haven't, if you're new here, this is sort of a bit about Michael and Luke's journey, and they're both on the autism spectrum. So Michael is 7 with or level 2 autism, if you want to get technical, and anxiety. He's got quite high anxiety, and Luke is the other one behind me. He is borderlining onto a level 3 autism, which is the more severe side, but that's for another day. So reason I got this watch was for Michael, because Michael, with his anxieties from a young age, he's always been anxious all the time, and anxious about routine and what he was doing. He would when he could start talking and verbalizing what was going on with him, he would be constantly saying, what's tomorrow, what's tomorrow, what's tomorrow, and we would get this 20 times, and I would answer him saying, we are doing this, but it never reassured him and his anxiety. So it was that constant, what's tomorrow, what are we doing, when are we doing it, and it's just that backwards forwards, and he couldn't get it in his mind that what we were doing, and he got a lot of anxious behaviours from it. So of course we brought in routines and visuals and structure for Michael. So behind there, that's sort of the calendar for every day. So that's Monday to Saturday, Sunday. What are we doing? We go to school. Are we home? That's just, we live off that thing, and then we use stuff like this to, do the first, and then to when we're doing tasks. So this is just basic and easy, because Luke's starting to get into the visuals and wanting to, just getting aware of those structures. And then just above Luke, sorry, just there, we have a time timer that we use to sort of change. So I will put that on the time timer and then set the time for, say, like 5 minutes time, we will have breakfast. So we live on that structure of visuals and time, and when the next activity is happening. So this is why I was like, yes, to this product. I was so excited when I first saw it. I first saw a video of this on Facebook, like from shares from other autistic mum groups and stuff that I'm on, and they were sharing around this wonderful product. And I was straight away like, this is what Michael needs. This is fantastic, because he's really into technology and loves, just that technology, and to give him that sense of knowing what he's doing, where he's going, without me having to sort of say, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it. And so I was just so excited about this. But first, it was a Kickstarter an indigo campaign. So the product wasn't actually something you could buy just yet. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll just wait then. Hopefully this will get, get past Kickstarter and all that, and we'll start seeing the watches. As things progressed on their Joy's social media and the watches were actually getting made, I decided I would become a backer to this product because this is what I need for Michael. So I backed back in June of this year. So I'm a very new backer in the sense of, like, I put my money down back in June because they said the watches were planned to be released, like they were going to be shipped out in July. So I thought, oh, only a month away, I can wait a month, that's okay. But then it got pushed back to August. Okay, no dramas. And I was just following the social media updates, YouTube channels, just keeping up to date on the progress of the watch. So yes, finally it's here. It's finally happened, which is the exciting part, that the watch is here. So I ordered the grey watch and I ordered the companion to go with the watch. So this is the box. Right. Nice and shiny and clean box. So it came in this cute little parcel on my doorstep. So, but I was quite shocked that they didn't have like more packing tape or things like that. Like, these are things that can get broken, so they were relying on them to safely travel air mail, So luckily it got here. I'm in Australia and I got it here. But there's a lot of controversy with the watch, so anyone that follows the actual social media side of this watch would know that they had issues with their orders and they're getting them manufactured, and then they had to send the watches to Target America before people actually saw their watches. So there's actually people right now that haven't received their watches, and they might have backed this campaign 2 years ago. This is my naivety. I don't know when they first kickstarted this idea. I don't know. You can correct me on that in the comments below, but for now, so there's a lot of issues, and there are a lot of people still frustrated and angry right now because they haven't gotten their watch, or they've gotten their watch and things have broken on them, and it's just all this ugly mess. And you can buy them cheaper at Target America have got them. So I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty, but I'm just going to talk about my experience with the watch. So, and I do think Joy needs to compensate some of the backers that have started backing this campaign, like right at the beginning. Like, you need to compensate these people because they've sort of supported you and funded this brainstorm of an idea. So even, like, I guess when second generation of the watch comes out, because like this is first generation, so I'm hopeful for the future that we will get a second generation of this watch that will fix some of the bugs and the kinks and the issues that people are having at the moment. And I think you should compensate your backers now, especially the ones that haven't received their watches. So my experience with the watch: first, the button, my son found the button really uncomfortable, and it's a video. Yeah, video. So so Michael found it actually hurt to press the button, and then he started using his shirt sleeve to press the button, and that became a bit more comfortable for him, but he just found it really weird and hurt. And I was a bit the same. I was like, and I kind of don't like the fact is that the screen turns off. You actually have to physically press the button just to see the time or the image, like this, the visual that you've put in place for that time. So I think that a better solution for that would be like Samsung Gear Fit watches. You flick your wrist and it turns on the phone, like so you can see the time with a flick of a wrist. So I think that needs an improvement for the watch. You need that feature, because unless your kid wants to actually spend the time to press the button to see what they're supposed to do, and they're not going to do it. And that's the whole point of the visuals. We want them to be able to see the visual and know what they're doing and routine. Like, yes, you've got little event, like there's an app that comes with the watch to set it up, and I'll show you the app. And you can set up little events. Like, my son really loved that at the beginning when his watch sort of vibrated and popped up with what he was doing. But the problem is, like, pressing the button became hard. So then my phone's giving me notifications. Michael should be doing this. So, because he couldn't press it. So I've deactivated the events for now. For now, and only set up just, so I've added the events, but I deactivated the reminders. So here's the app. So it is, so far it's pretty good. Like, I've been quite happy, but one thing that sort of frustrated me was it was really hard to sort of get in place and working with the watch. I found that quite difficult. It's like you've got to have that time exact for the watch to use the visuals. And a couple of times I'd set the time and then the app would try and change the times on me. Like, so I had to get a bit tricky, like with sleep. Sleep's one thing. I had to make 2 sleeps because it was just it's like it only wants so many, an hour or something between the time. Like, for me, I wanted to do sleep from when he goes to bed to the whole night till the next morning. The app wouldn't allow me to do that. I had to make separate blocks of time to say, oh, this is sleep. So yeah, you have to have and here it is here, the companion. And also to show you the companion, I love how long the cable is. I love this. I think this is fantastic. So you can put it in their room anywhere. This actually pops out, which is a little bit frustrating, but I kind of get it too, because they're easy to pop out. So that's what's inside it. I think this is really cute and fun feature, but pretty much, yeah, that pops in and out. So you've got to be mindful of that. So there it is with his little mouth now. Like, Michael's got the watch on, so I can't actually show you the watch. I can only show you sort of what I've got in front of me. So yeah, so when you want to sync your phone, like the app, the physical app, to the watch to tell the watch what to do, you've got to actually have the watch either on the companion or the normal charger, if you don't have the companion, before it can sync together. So I found that a bit difficult, but I kind of get it too. So you kind of have to be mindful of that you've kind of got to do your updates with your apps and all that when your kid doesn't have it on or not using it. So of course at the side you can, so the lighting has gone really bad, but basically you've got your add event and add reminders. So I've got no reminders on this at all, because the reminders are the ones that pop up and your kid has to click the watch to say they've done it, because Michael's still getting comfortable with even pressing the buttons of the watch. I didn't want to overwhelm him with reminders, and when he's not with me, the phone's doing the reminder all the time. So I just figured I'd just leave it as is. So this is the first day he's got the watch at school. So for the last couple of days he's been home, so I've been able to see and make sure the watch works, and so far so good. There's no issues with the watch. It's all working fine. All the apps are working. I find to find certain apps were a bit trickier as well. Like for toilet, you have to search bathroom. So there's tweaking there that needs to happen with the actual apps themselves. I like how you can go days ahead to set up your schedule as well, so it gives you plenty of time. So if you know something's happening or change, you can just skip ahead at the top. So Michael's Octo Watch, this is the side, so syncing it, gratification if you want that, in case of emerging time period, clock face. So it's got a lot of extras that you can kind of do with it, and then you can add on the mum side, you can add a new watch. Like, I only got the one because this is really not appropriate for Luke at this stage, and I didn't know how good the product would be. But yeah, so far I've been pretty happy with what I've got, and I'm starting to understand, like, it's a brand new product, so there's gonna be room for error, but but the outcomes that I want from this is kind of worth it. So one thing to be, I ended up using packing tape as a screen protector, because they don't have screen protectors, and a lot of people on Facebook groups have been complaining about their watches being really scratched. I've seen people actually change the watch strap, because that's another thing I want to say is it's really hurts. Like, it's really stiff and hard to get it on and off, which is kind of a bit frustrating as well, like for a kid's product. So I've seen a lot of pictures of people actually taking these straps off and going and getting normal watch straps and stuff to make it better. I will admit I love the size of it. It's not big, and I was expecting something big and cumbersome, but it's not big and cumbersome at all. And you can see that if you watch my unboxing video and Michael, or the video of Michael wearing it. So it's quite comfortable. But other than that, I'm actually really happy that we have this product on the market, and I'm excited for the future of this. Like, I want to see this expand and evolve, and all the bugs to be finished. But other than that, thank you, Joy, for having this brainstorm of an idea for our kitties. Yep, can't wait for the future of your company, and the progressions that it'll have. Anyone that wants to comment about this video, give feedback, experience, as comments down below. There's Facebook groups that you can join, like there's a Octopus Watch backers Facebook, I believe, and then there's a Octo Watch family community on Facebook as well that you can join and see what everyone's going on, or questions, and ask for help. So, but yeah, so like, subscribe as well to my channel. I'm gonna keep more updates on our progress with the Octopus watch and how my son is going, and more videos of him using the watch as we go on. But for now, thank you for watching.